Ole'Pops here. I got something so freaking funny. My granddaughter. Y'all know that. Y'all know that occasionally, I have to go pick her up from work. I run a taxi service for my family. Okay. Well, I don't begrudge anybody for anything, but half the people in my family don't drive, so I run a taxi service for them. It's not. Don't take that literally. It's not a legitimate taxi service. It's just that the lazy sons of guns don't drive, and I run a taxi service. I just mean that I end up driving for them all. My granddaughter, she's 19 years old, and she doesn't drive yet, but she works at the Walmart grocery store down here. She lives with my brother, the Briar dude. She lives with him, and she's trying to learn to drive now, but she just bought her a 2015 Jeep Patriot. It's a pretty car, pretty truck. But it had a headlight out, and I just went and picked her up from work a while ago, and she asked me if I would go with her to pick up the bulb. And she asked me if I would, when I took her home, she asked me if I'd change the bulb in it. But I felt kind of obligated to change the bulb after I got her home. Because when I took her to O'Reilly's to pick up the bulb, I sent her in. She said, "What do I ask for?" And I said, "Well, you go in there and ask for a flux capacitor." And she said, "A what?" I said, "A flux capacitor." So she got out of the Jeep. She walked in. A few minutes later, she walked back. She walked to my window. She knocked on it. She had this mad look on her face, and she said, "The guy told me that they were permanently on back order." And I looked in there, and the guy had a great big smile on his face. So I told her, I said, "Now, Amy, what is it that you need?" She said, "I need a headlight." And I said, "Okay, go in there and ask the guy, or go in there and tell the guy you need a headlight for a 2015 Jeep Patriot. But now when we install that headlight, we got to straighten that beam out." And she said, "What do you mean?" And I told her, I said, it comes out from the inside. And when you screw it in from the inside, they screw in from the inside. And I told her, I said, sometimes they screw in crooked. And I turned my lights on from the inside, and I popped my high beam. I said, "You see how straight that beam is?" And then I popped it off again and turned the lights off so it wouldn't interfere with the store. And I said, you got to straighten them beams out. I said, so tell him you need a small bottle of liquid high beam straightener. They ain't but about $2-3, so it won't add too much to your bill. I said the headlight ain't but about $12 or $13, so it won't be more than $20 total. So she walked back in there, and he said, I saw him do like this right here. And they walked around the aisle, and he come back with a bubble pack in his hand. And then I saw her mouth moving. And about hit the floor. He started laughing so hard, he about hit the floor. So I had to get out of the truck and go in and save her. I had to rescue that poor girl. Anyway. Oh, Lord. I remember when her mama was coming up. I sent her to the gas station across town from us when she had first got her driver's license. Her first car was a Volkswagen. I sent her to get the winter air. Oh. When she first got her driver's license, first got her first new car, I sent her to get the winter air changed one spring, to get the winter air changed in the tires, and to get the radiator flushed in a Volkswagen. Oh boy, them Ole'Pops weather, they own the dang service station. He called me and he said, you know your daughter's here? And I said, yeah, Ole'Pops, I do. I said, just send her home. But anyway, I went in and I saved Abby. I said, listen, I said, this is her first car. He said, I figured it was. He said, I wouldn't have played along with her, but I knew her grandfather sent her in. He felt so bad about her. He sold her the headlight and gave her a flashlight to boot. And he said, here, you make him put this light in for you. And he said, hold this flashlight for him while he's doing it and wiggle it. And I said, no, don't you do that. I said, it'll make me a seizure. And he said, okay, well then just hold it just off to the right of what he's got to look at. She said, I will. Anyway, I'm Ole'Pops. Much love, y'all.